Alright, welcome back to my channel on another Tech Day Tuesday here on the cruise ship. And I wanted to get into this cool product by a company. I actually featured them on a tech video 2 years ago or so. They're called Mac Daddy, and they do stomp pedals for musicians. So I thought this would be a perfect time to try it out on a cruise ship and get some other musicians' opinions. So yeah, let's start. Intro. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Mac Daddy. They didn't sponsor this video, but they did provide me these pedals to try out. You can tell that they really enjoy what they're doing, creating products like this for musicians to help them have a better sound and stuff like that. All right, so let's hop over to the Sunshine Coast and let's hear more about Mac Daddy.
About 12 years ago, Adam Truscott, a musician up here on the sunny coast, started making stomp boxes. Made a few purely for himself. Other people started taking an interest in them, so it's evolved now. They're all handmade, all really high quality stuff. I met Danny on a cruise a couple of years ago and really liked what I heard on the ship, and we sort of lived in the Orient Bar because that's where he was playing. But the reason I've asked Danny to have a look at these, I know he plays all over the place, to give them to a working muso to get a good appreciation of whether they're usable for a muso's purposes is probably the biggest thing we want.
So now I want to test these out with some of the musicians here on board, and we'll see what they think. So first we'll start with Jasper.
That's tiny.
He's a soloist on board. It is, isn't it?
It started out and I wasn't a big fan of the tambourine. When I found a technique that I was quite fond of, it kind of really started to make sense, and I really enjoyed having that extra rhythm on my feet. It was so easy. If you added like a bit of reverb, took all the low end down, because I was getting a low end from this as well. You could essentially use this as just a stomp on its own with a tambourine background, which is quite cool if you're doing like a lot of, I don't know, folk music or whatever. Every time I turn my head around, I feel the change and my heart is found. So between the log, this is what I use all the time, and I've just used this, and this kind of wins because sometimes I find myself hitting it here, and it's not getting, it's kind of clicky response. It's not getting what I need. Sometimes I'm hitting it in the center here and I'm getting a lot out of it. But this guy, wherever I hear, I was getting a mighty thud. And that's what you want from a stomp box. So for this guy, definitely I would love one of these.
Alright, so I'm here in the Orient Bar, which is kind of like a mid-size bar here on the ship. And I have the tambourine and the kick. The kick's actually going into the subwoofer here, the bass amp. And then we have the tambourine running through the house, so cool. And a little bit of reverb too.
And reverb.
So we'll see how that sounds in this room. It's gonna be good. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
Next, I'm gonna let Claudine, the percussionist from the Felicity Robinson Trio Band, try it.
Will you leave me in the middle? Will you leave me in the air?
I love the stomp box, love it. But you can definitely hear the difference between like that and a regular tambourine. Maybe there was some way to stand it up so you had the metal bit sort of resonating a little bit more. It's a cool little idea, I think. It'd be cool if you're a soloist. It's good and nice and compact and everything. My shoes look so manky.
And now it's my turn. This thing is awesome. Like this tiny little pedal, it has such a good kick to it. This one sounds okay. I wouldn't sell it as a tambourine, even though it sounds like a tambourine when you shake it like this, but when it's on the ground and you hit it, it has more of a like a click sound, which is more like a snare or like hitting your guitar. If you EQ it just right, you might be able to get it to be a little bit more like a tambourine. One thing that you just need a little bit of practice on is being able to play with 2 feet if you wanted to like. So I'm gonna put a link to where you can find these products down in the description. I love small companies like that just they have this passion to make a great product and just want to get their name out there and sell some of these things. So Great job. I love this thing. I'm gonna travel with this thing all the time. I could use this a lot. All right, well, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. So every Tuesday video, I want to shout out another creator on this platform. And this week, you know, I thought since he's in this video so many times, let's shout out Jasper Malone.
My time comes around, let me
He's an up-and-coming YouTuber. He's definitely an established musician. But he's trying to document more of his musical life and his travels. So make sure you go over and check out his channel and see what he's doing. If you like what he's doing, hit subscribe. If you want to support him, hit subscribe. It's always just really encouraging to have more people backing you and doing what you do. I'm in the elevator. What am I doing here? Alright, if you're a creator and you want to be featured on a Tuesday video, make sure you let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you. And yeah, as always, stay tuned because there's a lot more coming up on this channel. And make sure you click subscribe to help my channel grow and get the latest videos. If you want to see some more real life stuff, check out my live stream channel. And if you want to see another video, check this one out. I'm leaving it up to YouTube to decide which one's best for you. So, there you go.